forgot one thing. Smoke. All right, y'all, welcome to the channel. This is Redline Outdoors. Thank y'all for tuning in today. We're less than a week away from deer season, archery season starting here in Louisiana, in North Louisiana. I figured y'all are about ready for another homemade deer feed challenge. Y'all always like these challenges. This ain't really a challenge. This is more of a DIY budget homemade deer feed attractant, if you will. We're about to make one right now, and we're actually on the piece of property where I'll be putting it out, and we'll possibly be hunting depending on what we have on camera. But you need to make 2 stops to get everything you need for this deer feed, and I made this one super simple. You need a big large bucket or a concrete mixer if you have one of those. I do have one of those, but I know most of y'all don't have one, so we're going to keep it simple. We're going to use a big bucket or a wheelbarrow. You're going to need a shovel. If you're using a wheelbarrow, a rake would be better. This is just a short shovel. Let's go ahead and start making this. Right now we're going to start off. You can either use crushed corn or whole corn. I'm going to go ahead and put 50 pounds into the bucket. 50 pounds of whole corn. Of course, you need to go to the feed store to get your corn. And while you're there, go ahead and get some feed oats, or oats, it doesn't matter. Oats. Here's your oats right here. I'm gonna put half of this bag in there, maybe a little bit less. Oats, that's all it is. All right, next, plain livestock salt, just plain white salt. We're gonna put roughly 5 pounds in there. Stock salt, this is just white salt. Y'all see that? The salt goes a long way, so be careful. All right, go to the dollar store. I've had people comment on this mess about giving deer diabetes and give them an insulin shot and everything else. My goodness, the people that are making them comments are probably sucking down a Mountain Dew when they're making the comments. Really. Syrup. We're gonna use one. This is 24 ounces of syrup. This is just kind of to hold it together, add a little bit more attractant to it. Matter of fact, you probably could put 2. And if you want to make it even thicker, you could use Karo syrup. This is just dollar store syrup, $2.50 right here. The whole thing. Let it all get out of there. All right, we've got one more ingredient. After we get through making this, y'all don't leave. We're gonna put it in front of a deer camera and we're gonna test it out. And I'm gonna show y'all what I get on camera. Let's finish it. Kool-Aid. This is tropical punch. Any of these flavors like cherry, strawberry, tropical punch, any of those flavors will work. All they had in this big jug today was, well, they had lemonade and pink lemonade. I just don't know if deer would like that, but I know they'll like tropical punch. We're gonna put half of this in there. All right, now I've got my shovel. I like this little short shovel for this one because you can really get down there with this handle and mix it up good. Now we're about to mix this up. Oh yeah. Yeah, I wish y'all could smell this. Y'all really take your time and mix this up good. We're literally about to put some of this in a 5-gallon bucket and put it out right now. I'm within 100 yards of where I'm going to put it. You can see how sticky that is. I'll be able to see that. All right, we're about to fill up a 5-gallon bucket with this attractant, this feed. All right, now I'm gonna grab a camera and we're gonna go put it out real quick, and then go to one more piece of property today, set up a ground blind, and put some of this out there too. And I'll let y'all see what I get on camera. All right, I made it back here. I'm gonna show y'all the stand real quick, just for poops and giggles. Limb right here. Poops and giggles. There's the stand. Me and my dad built that on a boat trailer last year. It's a sealed box. There ain't gonna be no wasps. There ain't gonna be nothing inside this here deer stand. I'm about to get inside of it. I got it locked up. That is a, I think it's a 4x5. No, it's a 5x6. These deer on this particular property are extremely skittish. They always have been. I could have killed several deer on this property, but in the past, I don't know how long I've been hunting here, 8 or 10 years, I've only killed one doe off of it. And that was with a bow. I never had a chance at a decent buck out here. All right, let's get this feed out. Also, y'all, I'm testing out some cameras a company sent me. I messed with them yesterday at the fire station. So far, I like them. The app's super simple to use. They sent me a solar panel, a camera, 2 cameras actually, antennas. These things come with lithium batteries, rechargeable batteries. So I'll hook my solar panel up to this, and hopefully we don't have to worry about it no more. But so far I like them. I'll go ahead and leave a Amazon link in the description box below for these cameras, but I'll be giving y'all my honest opinion on these in the coming weeks. These are made by Guard Pro. I know most of y'all probably have never heard of them, and neither had I till they emailed me, and I looked at them, and we went back and forth on whether I even wanted to fool with this or not. And I said, what can it hurt? So here they are. So far, they've sent me every picture that I walked in front of the camera. It hasn't missed any pictures whenever I walked in front of the camera. So I'll be testing these out in the coming weeks. But in this video, this is the camera that I'm going to be using, y'all, and at both of these sites. Now I'm going to go ahead and get this thing put up with a solar panel, get this feed out, and then we're going to go to one other spot and put this exact same camera out with a solar panel at another spot, testing these out. I know they work, and also letting y'all see what shows up on this feed. All right, we got the camera set up. I'm gonna do a motion test on it real quick. Make sure it's picking me up over here. There we go, right there. Meet y'all at the next spot. Y'all, I came back here to where my daughter killed an 8-point with her crossbow last year. And I found something. It might be pretty good. It's been super dry here in Louisiana. And there's a tree that's fallen over right here. Y'all look at that. These deer have been drinking out of that. All right, this is where I'm gonna put it. Shot's gonna be like right up in here. I'm gonna move that limb right there. There's where that water hole is. There's the ground blind right there. I could brush it in. Come deer season, your eyes start seeing things. I could brush that blind in a whole lot and make it to where you couldn't even see it, but not that worried about it. Last year they didn't pay much attention to that blind. There's the camera right there. Solar panel and camera. Water hole. Little water hole right here. Got that bait we made right there. All right, y'all, that's enough gibberish. Got this spot ready to go. All right, let's get out of here. And next I'll catch y'all on the app for this, and then we'll see what we got coming in on this homemade deer feed. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for staying tuned. Before the video's over, make sure you go over to the website, link in the description box below. Get you some merch. I have Bottomland hats on there. Got some shirts. Y'all go over and get you something. I'd much appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that like button, notification bell. Anyway, meet y'all on the other side of this deer camera. Let's see what we got.
All right, y'all, here we go. Let's get started. I'm setting the camera up here. There's spot number one. We're gonna nickname it Pine. The second spot, nickname it Oak. As you can see at the Pine spot, they found it the first night. She's staying there pretty consistent right there. Looks like a shooter doe. Let's keep going. There it is, daylight, and it's probably the same doe, and she's back, and you can see the oak spot. They've located it there too. Now we have a herd of them there eating. There's one slipping in the background here. We got a little cute little yearling there with spots. I'm not going to show y'all all the pictures I have. We had a small bachelor group come through. Same bachelor group. That deer looks like Elliot. And the hogs have found it at the oak spot, and that is one giant fat sow. That makes some good sausage, I know that. The bucks are back at the Pine spot. Let's keep going. We have the Elliot buck. I mean, all these pigs are fat. There's a decent buck right here. Like I say, I'm not showing all the pictures that I've got. I'm just kind of highlighting a few. There's a fat doe in the middle there. Another buck right there. And I did have a few deer eating out of that stump hole. And as you can see, it's gone at both spots. Y'all leave in the comments below, let me know what you think. Should I go after these hogs? Hope y'all enjoyed the video, and y'all give this recipe a try. Catch y'all on the next video.